Hi, you're with Kenneth Goh, Editor-in-Chief of Harper's Bazaar Singapore, and we're on day 7 at Paris Fashion Week. We started today with Sacai by Chitose Abe, and she started her collection for fall-winter with lots of beautiful embroidered leather, and then she moved on to utilitarian clothes. Chitose has always had an amazing knack to blend utilitarian with very beautiful fabrics. So really blending the two elements in very, very kind of hard contrast. And she's kind of a hybrid designer, if you know what I mean. She takes elements that don't necessarily belong, and then she forces them, and yet creates this incredible energy and this incredible, beautiful collections that everyone just wants to wear. She's famous for layering. This season she actually took on denim as well, and she explored denim in the most beautiful and lyrical way. She had beautiful gold embroidery on certain coats and dresses, and she really took tartan and checks and silks and just melded them with this very sporty, kind of cool vibe. You could say that she's the modern millennial Marni, if that gives you some sense of proportion or thought process of how she has progressed her brand. But because she is Japanese and that attention to detail, that Englishness, actually, the Japanese love this sense of Englishness and heritage to the brand. She's really brought that into Sacai by blending, things that are very obtruse and making them into really beautiful clothes. And she had lots of zippers attached to clothes, so exposing skin in different areas, in trousers and skirts, in parkas, lots and lots and lots of parkas. Again, done so beautifully in lace and melded together with like puffer jackets and down-filled jackets. It really created a new energy and new synergy for this brand. And she explored all the colors, deep colors, lighter colors as well, from deep blues right through to blacks, and even lighten it up with olives and pale shades of pastel. It was a really beautiful synergy, and she even had tweed that she worked into glasses as well as clothes, so it became literally a head to toe kind of look, which was very special for Chitose. And she had all these very utilitarian kind of like bucket bags. Again, something that's new for her, and she's clearly venturing into a more commercial vibe, but still, her clothes remain very true to form and very true to the spirit of the house. Next up, we have Giambattista Valli for his own eponymous brand. And Giamba has really made his own brand truly the epitome of French chic, of French elegance. He had lots of peplum, some stopping below the knee, some right to the floor. He's famous for his beautiful cocktail dresses. This time they came embroidered with little cherries and sequins, which was so charming and beautiful. He explored red. It's a very strong color that's used throughout the season, right from Sacai through to Giambattista Valli's collection. And it's really showing the empowerment of women, I think. This season, what perhaps Maria Grazia Chiuri captured in Dior 6 months ago, it's really making itself felt. International Women's Day, women's rights, perhaps what's even happening in America. Designers are putting out their own political statement by empowering women with the color red, because it's so passionate, it's so forceful, yet at the same time it's really the color of love, the color of passion, and very much associated with that whole combination. So Giamba has taken that on, made really beautiful day clothes into evening clothes into day, by simply adding strong boots to the whole collection, giving women weight to the step and the stride. So you don't have to be teetering on little stilettos when you're wearing his clothes. You actually can take charge and be forceful, but yet be so elegant and beautiful. So Parisian chic, which is something that Giamba does so very, very well. And this collection didn't fail with the beautiful colors, from soft whites to blacks to reds to pastels. He offered a whole cacophony of choices for women, and that's really quite beautiful about Giambattista's collection, is that you never feel that you have to do one look and one look only. But for women who love to lunch, for women who love to entertain with their friends, this is a collection that will empower you, will strengthen you, and certainly take you from day to night. And on to Hermès. Nadège has really come into her own as the artistic director for the runway collection for women's. And this time, she really played to the house's codes, but because of her training at the Row, she really understands this kind of oversized, super exaggerated silhouettes. But because you're working for a house like Hermès, which is truly French, equestrian, leather, she imported these ideas into the collection. Really heavy stacked heels and boots that had a kind of a utilitarian feel to it. And she used it to cement all her collection. She had a beautiful rendition of colors, strong greens, reds, blues, pale whites and creams and vanilla, blacks and browns, of course. The house is so synonymous with all these earthy tones. And she's even explored scarf prints, which is very much a template for Hermès. And she's taken that onto dresses as well. Deep, rich purples with the print. It was very full. It's a full fashion collection for Nadège. She didn't feel she was being hampered by the equestrian codes. Yes, they were there. Yes, there were bags. Yes, there was leather goods on show. Great belts, heavy belts, pulling together silk dresses. But Nadège has really kind of cemented this collection by calling it her own because she's played with proportion. She's added trend to things that are normally very timeless in Hermès's collection. And that is her showing confidence that she's ready now to make her stamp in this storied French house and really make it into her own. And we are very excited by that. We really love what Nadège is doing with this beautiful collection for Hermès. Now, McQueen is a show that always draws so much attention, so much delight, so much mystery, because it has so much heritage. And under Sarah Burton, who's taken on the reins after the eponymous designer died a few years back, she was his first assistant and only assistant, and she really sort of was a fanatical archivist. So she really sort of kept all the history of McQueen, and she's really loosened it now that she is the creative director for this brand. She really delves deep into the heritage of Britishness. And this time round, she took her team to Cornwall and explored this southernmost tip of Britain. And, that kind of warlords and witchcraft, sort of paganism that is almost associated with rural England in the past and many centuries back, that she brought to the forefront, but she made it so lyrical and beautiful, exploring colors and shapes, a very simple knitted dress to the floor, but laced with red lacing throughout the dress, so that it had almost that artery of blood running through the dress. And that's really something that you felt right from the hair that was sort of loosely plaited and kind of like left flaying in the wind. It was very beautiful in a very uncontrived way, in a very natural way. And that's what Sarah Burton has done to McQueen. She's made it a very natural brand. That said, it is natural because it doesn't feel forced, it doesn't feel restricted or restrained. It feels free. It's a woman designing for a woman. And that really changes the silhouette. You don't feel so much corsetry attached to the clothes, but it's form-fitting, but there's a looseness to it. There's a romance. Now, that's the thing that Sarah Burton brings in so beautifully to this brand, is romance. She's brought in love. This is a woman who's in love, a woman who loves women, and who designs for women who loves their body, who loves their lives. And she's made it very modern by pairing them all with these boots. Now, boots with dresses seems to be a huge trend that's going through fall-winter 2017. And she's added studs to these almost like sort of shorn-off cowboy boots. She's also brought in a new sneaker, heavy soled sneaker, which again she's paired with sort of tracksuit suits and loose flare pants and long coat kind of jackets. Again, very beautiful, very easy clothes to wear, form-fitting, shows the woman's body beautifully but without restraining it. And here exploring the depths of paganism, of witchcraft, and pairing it together with love and passion. I think she's created all these ideals of Britain and gone so deep into what British history is all about that you can only love what Sarah Burton does for the House of McQueen.